Start making some noise right now for the one and only Ryan Long, everybody!
Oh, we got the squad together. The fucking Jews are in the building. I'm already having sort of a weird day because I had to put my girl's cat down today. I didn't have to. She was just out of town, so I saw an opportunity. Fun cat joke to get us started. Is it a cat crowd? Are we not a cat crowd? Well, there's a lot of articles. They're like, didn't you stop testing makeup on animals? And I'm always kind of like, who gives a shit, right? But I didn't know they were torturing the ant. I thought they were just putting the mascara on the cats. I'm picturing a cat in a makeup chair. You know, how much mascara till this cat looks like a whore? We made Whiskers look fuckable. Is that not the system? I'm picturing a scientist. He's putting the mascara, gets a boner. He goes, that's the amount right there. That's the recipe. Send that off to L'Oreal. I would love to wear makeup. I wore makeup one time, and my girl was all like, "Oh, you can't do blackface. It's racist." It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be a white Bill Cosby for Halloween. I dress up like Bill every year. I'm not about to stop now just because he's innocent. All of the good opinions starting right now. I know you can't just say, you know, Chinaman anymore, right? It's China person. I know the things. Well, you're not supposed to say woman, it's little man. I know, I'm on. They tell you, you know. They tell you the things. Girls are great, men are bad, but if they go trans, great again. It's simple. Yeah. So I have a friend, his girlfriend right now is actually transitioning from a girl to a fatter girl. That's two sensitive topics. It's a trans fat joke. Weight stuff's a little more sensitive in North America though, right? It's kind of like, you know, don't ask a girl her weight. Like, I took a plane in Ecuador. They weigh you before you get on the plane. Like you're a piece of luggage. They're asking girls, they're like, how much you weigh? Girls like, I don't know, 130, and the guy's like, 145! Girls are like, I don't want to go to Ecuador anymore. I feel like if dudes, before you get on the plane, they're like, all right, boys, dick sizes on the table. Pull out a ruler and a jeweler's loop. 12 and a half, someone just got upgraded. And the trans stuff, you gotta talk about the trans stuff, that's the only way to get press, but that's the system, that's the new system. That's how you have to do it. Jews used to run the media, not anymore. You got caught slipping, Jews. I don't know, there's a lot of articles. They're like, you know, if you have sex with a trans person that still has a penis, you suck the dick, there's nothing gay about that. And you're like, oh, maybe, you know. Or maybe it'll be one of those things in 20 years where like, yeah, we were off on that. Yeah, I got carried. Remember all those dicks that you sucked? And we promised you how straight it was? Psych! You're there with cum in your mouth, like, but you promised! You're telling me this is gay now? What the? Oh, that's some bullshit. I guess a lot of people are sort of getting in trouble since, you know, everyone became the volunteer HR department of the internet. You can really only get people fired from their like cool Hollywood jobs, though. You're not getting a guy fired from his like construction worker job in Staten Island with a tweet. Well, you come to the foreman, you're like, we did some research, and it turns out Cody tweeted something racist in 2001. And the foreman's just like, yeah, we're all racist, so if you could get off this construction site, you homo. Yeah, we're kind of in the process of scamming a homeowner, so. That's why homeless guys can do whatever the fuck they want. They're jacking off, and what, are you gonna report them to the Bureau? Oh, the guys are jacking off, calling girls cunts. I would love if afterward they took off their fake homeless beard and costume, goes back to his job as a banker, just blowing off steam. Just cracked the case out of do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Good session, good session. The Dow's down. No, but I moved here from Canada, so I am an immigrant. Well, I wouldn't expect you guys to understand my struggles as an immigrant, but I will say, if you're gonna immigrate somewhere, I recommend you do it white skin, no accent. For sure the move. Well, I see these other people, they're like, I moved to country. I go, what are you, fucking stupid? Assimilate, brother. Came here to steal these podcasting jobs. I'm from Toronto, though, which is like a city. Not like, I don't know if you guys been to small town Canada, like you talk to girls, they sound like hockey players. Are you familiar? You ever had sex with a Canadian girl, they call you buddy the whole time? And she goes, oh, fucking pop it in there, bud. Pass it in. She gives you a head, you got chewing tobacco on your dick. You guys are familiar with all this? You put a girl down, she just goes, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, frig. One at a time back there, boys. Stands up and gives a post-game interview. Yeah, just give it 110 out there in the bedroom, trying to get the dick in the hole, and people in America hate America, though, right? Well, like half the country does. The other half loves it too much, probably, but. I remember when I moved here, everyone's like, why would you move to America? What are you, crazy? Like, Americans are like spoiled rich kids a little bit, where like everyone from every country is like, we want to come to your house, you have a pool and a trampoline, and you're like, you don't get it, my dad's a Nazi. Which I didn't really believe. Everyone was like, oh, there's all these Nazis here, which I didn't believe till they started locking up all the Jews, right? Epstein got locked up. Weinstein got locked up. Anthony Weiner's behind bars. Who the fuck's next? Adam Sandler? Not on my watch. You gonna fucking lock up the Sandman? This is the best way to describe America. Half the country really loves gay people and half the country really loves troops. Those are the two sides. Those are, right? Half of America's like, I fucking wish I was gay. I want my kids to be gay. Yeah, and the other half's like, I'll fucking suck a troop's dick. Nothing gay about that. That's a patriot's cock in your mouth. Dick suck for America. I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of the gay clubs in New York don't let veterans into the club just because they have a dress code and they're homeless, which makes it difficult, but... Found out which one this guy is, huh? Hates gays, this guy. Probably one thing that I was wrong about with New York, though, is that, so on the internet, every girl would be like, you know, I get catcalled 100 times a day, people are calling me hot, right? And then you'd see some of the girls and you're like, okay, right? It's 100 times a day for you? That's the amount? And I moved here, I go, it might be fucking 200 times a day. These guys are, girls will be coming by dead in a stretcher and 9 guys are like, the pussy ain't dead. Like, creative with their heckles here, too. I heard of one guy, he looked at a girl, he goes, girl, you got a nice right titty and a left titty. There's gotta be like old school New Yorkers where that's their cute story of how they met. Grandma, how'd you and Grandpa meet? And the grandma's just like, I was walking through a dark alley. Your grandfather and 9 of his boys were there, and they looked at me and yelled, girl, tell me how that ass do, bitch. And we didn't want to give it up all at once, but then your grandfather told me both my titties look nice. Crazy shit dudes are doing for the poontang, huh? I guess kind of most stuff. Like, I do stuff for good. Like, I have a backboard on my bed. That's not for me. I already have a backboard. It's called a wall. And we put a second wall in front of our wall because girls are needy. Even Donald Trump wasn't like, I need 2 walls. Do you know how much guys do shit for girls? Look at every other country where the girls aren't allowed to speak. The guys just wear pajamas all day long. Pajamas, sandals, to a wedding. Playoff beards all year round. Not even cricket playoffs. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do? The girl's just like, shave your beard. The guy's just like, oh, biba, hawa, you know? Translation, you just bought 3 more years of not driving, bitch. So I don't... That is pretty wild, though, eh? Telling your girl she can't do stuff and then blame it on God. Your girl's like, we want to drive. Why can't we drive? You're like, he's weird. I don't, you know. You put it in the book, and that's what the situation is. Like, we can't do that here, you know? Your girl's like, I need you to come to a DJ event with 9 of my friends. And you're like, I'll run it by him, but I don't... Doesn't sound like something he'd be into, personally. You come back, you go, he must have been in a mood because he wants you to do the laundry. That's what he'd prefer. He was very clear on that. His exact words. Mysterious. I'm not religious personally. I'm not gonna worship some dude. I'm not gay, but well, people are always like, oh, you should worship him. And I'm like, yeah, maybe put some tits on him. I'll consider it. Jewish is kind of the funnest religion, right? Just because your Bible's really wishy-washy how to get into heaven. You just have to sort of lawyer your way in. Not in a bad way. It's just got the best loopholes. Like, certain, right? Yeah, you know, like the Orthodox Jews that aren't supposed to touch electricity, but then they just hire everyone to turn all their shit on for them. As if God's like, hey, you're not supposed to... Oh, well played. 2 heavens for you. Catholics do have their loopholes, though, right? Like, Catholics will be like, no sex before marriage, and then certain Catholics will be like, but if we fuck in the ass, that's cool, right? Yeah, and you're like, probably. That's probably the system. You get to heaven, God's like, you can't get in yet, sex before marriage, here's the photo. And you're all cocky, like... Zoom in on that photo, God. God's like, that's an ass fuck. Get the hell in here. Get in here. Knocking on heaven's back door. I would say when I moved to America, it was probably like 90% of the internet was about Donald Trump, and then 10% was like someone with a disability doing like an inspirational thing, and, you know, people cheering for it. Like, you know, that's a good part. Like a guy in a wheelchair that like climbed up a hill, right? Or like a woman playing chess, like overcoming adversity. You know, I don't even... if I'm being honest, I would say, on average, men are dumber. They're just better at math. Is that fair? People are looking at... Okay, sorry. I should have said this. Average is when you add them up and then divide. It's not even relevant to the joke, whatever, but... I think we just pretend we're not dumb differently. Like, dudes will be like, I'm street smart, which means fucking retarded. Street smart is like, I didn't finish high school, but I'll get you an 8-ball of crack at 2 p.m. Street smarts. And girls will be like, I'm emotionally intelligent, which means a basket of problems. Run from this woman who thinks she invented a new type of intelligence, which is just her crying. Calling you bawling her eyes out from work. My intelligence is acting up again. Dumbest person you know every time's a dude. That's just... I was hanging out with my buddy. We were hanging out. He goes, you know, I was thinking about it. I do everything better when I'm high. I drive better high. I think better high. I write better. And I'm like, well, yeah, you're a drug addict. Like, that's how that works. If my barber's a heroin addict, I don't want today to be the day that he gets off the stuff. Doesn't really make heroin the secret ingredient for a good cut. I feel like even as I'm saying that, there's some guys in this crowd looking at me like, no, I actually do drive better high, though. And all right, let me ask you a question. If you go on a plane and the pilot came out baked, like, yeah, are you like, that's gonna be a safe flight? Yeah, I'm feeling confident. This guy's ripping bongs, like, this is a fucking purple haze right here. Oh, I didn't see all these people here. This kind of fucked. You guys are tripping me out. Your pilot's going back through the Bob Marley beads to the cockpit. Yeah, this is your pilot speaking. Do you ever just look up in the sky and think we're all just specks of dust? What really happened in 9/11? Yeah, you don't want your pilot rambling on about steel beams, do you? So yeah, I don't think dudes are so great. You know, right now there's some guy on a date telling girls about crypto and, you know, his COVID theories. You know what the situation is. But the good news, ladies, is that men commit suicide at a 3 times higher rate because the future's female. So that's the good news. That's the future. But you don't think that's what it is? What do you think? Do you think that God's just killing off the sad boys to make more pussy for the rest of us? Is that possibly what it is? What? 2 chicks predict the way Allah intended? That's what you get? Well, I don't know. Why do men commit? Do you think that men are more depressed or they're just better at following through on their plans? What do you guys think? Well, dudes are a little extreme. It's like, I'm gonna kill myself. And you go, take a day. Girls is more like, you know what? That's it. I'm killing myself. Like, did you guys hear? I'm about to... 2 Flintstone vitamins. Yeah. Instagram story. Goodbye, cruel world. You know what I honestly think? And this is a positive to girls. I think girls are just better at rationalizing a bad situation. That's why, you know, they'll be with some dude like 85 years old, DJ from Brooklyn, like, you know, fucking, this is his year, you know, fucking, one more mixtape, we got this, you know. I have a friend, she's a girl, she got in a car accident, and she comes back, she goes, you know what, guys, I think I needed to go through that. I go, what? You need to go through what? The red light? How are you possibly trying to make this positive? Girls will be going to jail for life, like part of a woman's journey, you know? You're like, you murdered your children. It's like, well, yeah, I needed to focus on me. You heard of it? Well, you hear a lot, you know, people talk a lot about the wage gap, but you never really hear people talk about the red hair gap. And I don't know if you guys know this, but people with red hair make less money than people without red hair. Do you know that? Yeah, it's true. I know what you guys are all thinking, like it's probably the jobs they take, like there's less money in being a carnival operator, backyard wrestler, or biting the heads off chickens at the state fair. I'm allowed to do these jokes because I have some reds in my beard, so I identify as part of the community. Yeah, I'm sort of like the Elizabeth Warren of the red hair community. Drop of ginger. I'm a ginger dolazol. I had a weird thing though recently though. A girl came up to me and she goes, "Hey, I have a compliment for you. I like your hair. It's so wacky." And I go, "Yeah, I don't know if wacky's a compliment." What? You know what you guys think? Is wacky a compliment? Like if I came up to a girl tonight and I'm like, "Yo, you have the wackiest tits." Just... Wacky tits. All right, stop. Don't get me started on that wacky vagina. Wait, you guys don't have a wacky vagina? You never seen this? You take the girl's pants off, there's a mini golfing windmill in front of a vagina. You have to time your strokes just right to get in. And if you do manage to get your dick in, it unlocks some other shit. 2 gnomes jump out with riddles. One of us is lying, one of us is telling the truth. Wacky vagina. But I would never say that to you because I'm not mean, so. Well, it is kind of true, because dudes aren't mean. Like, girls know how to say, like, the real hurtful shit. You know, guys are like, "You're stupid," and girls are like, "Yeah, well, your brother's the hot one." It's like, ugh, real. 0 to 100. I was watching a couple argue once at a bar, and the guy goes, "You're a fucking bitch, this and that," and the girl looks at him, she goes, "My last boyfriend made 3 times as much money as you." I'm like, fuck. Fuck. Real shit that hurts feelings. Guy didn't even know what to do. He was just like, okay, Well, you know I'm trying, Jennifer. I just took it. You had to go home. That's not how you hurt a girl's feelings, by calling her a bitch. What you need to do is break her down slowly with little comments about her physical appearance. And if you want to be that guy, you know, just little shit. Like, were your eyes always that far apart? Like, just a little comment here and there. Well, recently my girl was like, "Oh, I don't even think I'm hot." 6 months ago, she thought she was gorgeous, so that's progress I've made. You guys don't have to do. I'll give you an example. Like, okay, we can talk about hot chicks, obviously, because there's none here, right? And well, there obviously is, but I'm just trying to lower the girl's self-esteem a bit for the boys. Boy. My goal is for you to be leaving with your girl tonight in the car. She's like, "I've been thinking, I don't even deserve you." And you're like, "That comedian." Hooking it up for the fellas. My relatable dude material. Girls, you wouldn't get earmuffs. You wouldn't even understand it either way. But every guy in this room has been there, right? We're having sex with our girl and she's like deeper, but we already give her the full 1.5 inches. Fellas! Oh, what? Dude shit! Classic dude shit! Yeah, right? She's all like, "Harder," and what do we say? "Yeah, you would want a harder, right?" Yeah, and what does our girl say? "No, get your dicks harder." You've been finger splinting a soft penis into my vagina. Dude shit! Dude shit! Vintage! Oh! You're looking at me like that's never happened. You know, your girl's like, "You're making me wet," but you've been peeing in her. Fellas! Vintage dude shit. Classic. She's being all girly, right? Like, "Look me in the eyes," right? And we gotta be like, "I'm not taking my VR goggles off." Or you, or anybody. Dude shit. Classic. We've all been there, right? You're having sex with your girl, but you're not enjoying it because we're gay. Boys! Pretty sick, yeah. You guys have been following this whole COVID-19 thing? Well, it is kind of annoying, right? Like, every day Fauci's on the news, and it's just so hard not to come. He's like, I want to give you an injection. And we're like, I've been waiting. I fucking... So fucking hot, the Fauci. One of you saw this, but you guys, do you remember there was these rabbis that said they thought the coronavirus vaccine was making people gay? Yeah, which is a pretty funny way to come out of the closet, right? Your wife comes home, you're blowing a dude, like, the fucking vaccine, babe! You're beefing with Bill Gates! That's legal here, right? Gay marriage, as of what, 2 years ago? You guys finally... No, what? Is that not the most American thing ever? That 2015 gay marriage is legal. By 2016, Americans were already yelling at other countries that haven't done it yet. Americans are like the person who gets sober and shows up to the party like, you're all fucking degenerates? You were a day ago. No, I have really good gaydar, though. I can actually tell if someone's gay. What I do is I suck your dick, and if I taste poo on it, I know. I report it to the authorities. I say, Saudi Arabia, oh, we got one. Nah, no one, my brother's gay, and no one cares if you're gay. Like, my brother's gay, and he came out of the closet. He thought my dad would care. My dad just gave him a hug and whispered into his ear, gay? So everyone's family deals with it differently. No, but he was in the gay pride parade. I mean, my family all went there to boo him. Have you guys been to the gay pride parade? It's the funnest parade. It's literally the only parade where a grown man can helicopter his dick in front of a crowd of people and everyone cheers for it. This is progress! I did that at the Thanksgiving parade, and I got such a different reaction. Possibly because my dick was erect, but... Other parades could learn from that. Like, there's titties out. I went to the cancer march, 0 titties. No. This is not that kind of parade. What? You guys always think the worst of me, huh? Okay, you know what? I agree that we just crossed the line, and so, but all jokes aside, I donated money to the cancer march to help them cure cancer. I donated money to the gay pride parade to help them cure gay. I said, here's $20. I hope you guys find a cure for this whole thing. And they said, we're trying to spread this. I said, what the, excuse me? I'll be taking that back. Being gay would rule, though, right? They have the most sex, which if you actually think about it, like, that kind of proves once and for all that guys are hornier than girls, I think, right? When you leave the boys to their own devices, they kind of get down, right? But I don't know, ladies, it's 2022. Clap if you think sometimes girls could be just as horny as guys. Yeah. No, I don't really think so, but I just want everyone to know where the hoes are at. So, thirsty. So, do what you will with that information. No, it's true. It's gay people have the most sex, straight people have the second most, then lesbians have the least sex. That's 0 sex because you need a penis for sex. And you know, I don't even think that's true, but like, I'm just stupid. Honestly, I'm dumb. If you guys tell me, why when 2 girls eat each other out, they call it sex, but then when I hit a girl out in high school and told everyone I fucked her, I became Ryan the Liar for the entire semester. To me, it feels like a double standard. She just got it. She's like, you killed the cat? cat okay? Girls are a little demanding during sex right now, though. They'll be like, oh, I want an erect penis, I want your dad to stop filming. Girls will be like, girls say they're almost about to come, like your black friend says he's almost to your house. He has not left, so. Did black guys like it? Okay. There's nothing that makes white people more uncomfortable than race jokes, so you guys better be on my team. White people aren't really in the good books right now, huh? Not really a fan favorite. Which I get. White people are kind of extra. There's two annoying types of white people. There's the white people, they're like, white people are the worst. We should fucking die and they should kill our babies. They won't even let my dog be trans. Like, this fucking type, right? But then there are still white people that are like, actually, white people are the best. Let me show you some statistics. And you're like, I don't want anything to do with this either. Can anyone just be normal? Can people be normal in this country? Is that a possibility? By the way, I'm the first one. I hate white people. I actually have a group, Whites Against Whites. There's no blacks allowed, obviously. But it's me and 30 white people. We get together once a week and yell at each other. We go, you're the problem, Chad. You're the problem, Ryan. What are you, an Italian? We'll allow it. I don't know. People think it's so different. What is? Are you like Middle Eastern or something? Indian? Well, yeah. What? Why is that so fucking weird? She thought a Middle Eastern was Indian. What a fucking idiot! That's like, what are you? Oh, what are you, Greek? I'm Italian, you moron! From somewhere over there. I don't know. Fucking. You got something going on, right? Greek or some shit? Egyptian. That's nice. What did she say? Can you believe this motherfucker right now? Where I go, what are you, Greek or something? And he goes, nah, Egyptian. And his girl goes, yeah, he's half Greek, half Egyptian. Do you hate me? Well, I don't know if you know this, but India has the highest levels of domestic violence. Yeah, but before you judgy fucks talk about her people, you might also want to know that India has the highest levels of their wives misbehaving, so it's sort of a chicken and egg situation. Asian girls like me the least, though, just historically. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'll be like, hey, and they'll be like, oh, I got, Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, all right, back in the trunk. I mean, we'll try this again tomorrow, I guess. If you want to join the others in the basement. Asians are crushing it. This is how sick Asians are. There's a lady at my gym that runs with her hands in the air on the treadmill. That's just how she does it. Yeah, any other race, you'd be like, look at this psychopath, right? Asian lady, you're like, what does she know? We don't. Not all Asians, though. Like, I guess Filipinos aren't crushing it as hard. But, yeah, just, unfortunately, Filipinos are going to be in the cages with white people in 20 years, just singing white people slave songs like, never made it as a wise man. Don't waste your time on me. Caucasian spirituals, that's what. Well, we gotta pretend the stereotypes aren't true, even though they for sure are. But, well, even like, okay, I'll tell you, even like the girls we date. I used to live in a house with a small Jewish dude and a big black guy, right? And like, if a girl came to the door for one of them, like, we all knew exactly which one of those two this woman was there to see. Like, you see a girl come in, like, basketball jersey, like, track pants, hoop earrings. We're not like, maybe it's here for David Steinberg. That's probably, it's probably here for Dave. Yeah, maybe if she wants to get the earrings appraised. Even like family shit, like where I grew up in Toronto, like if you tell a black guy like I fucked your mom, it's very like, what the fuck you do? Right? You know, you tell me I fucked your mom, I'm like, oh shit, Brendan's getting dick, huh? Can I use this against her? You guys might not know this, but because of like hip hop and it being mainstream and stuff, like every white guy like a little bit kind of uses a black guy voice during sex. It just became the industry standard. Oh, what? Oh, this guy's like, I don't fuck. A little bit, you're not like, yeah, what's up, girl? You know? Not even a little. Yeah, you know what it is. You know? You're getting head, you're saying white guy shit, pick the penis, right? Kappa coming, you can't fucking. Don't work. You gotta say smooth black guy shit. I got 4 haircuts this week. What's up? Yeah, I got an uncle that's 3 years younger than me, girl. You know what's up. Cool guy shit. What's the alternative? White guy shit? Like, I'm gonna shoot this pussy up like a school. Not hot. Okay. I agree, school shootings are bad. But men do it because girls like the bad boy. And it's unfortunate that you put these kids in this position. Well, no, girls say they want, like, kind of an emotional guy. They're like, oh, I want guys to cry, but then when I start bawling my eyes out because my arms hurt from carrying the groceries, that's not what she meant, apparently. I feel like we just don't know what we want. Like, girls say they want an emotional guy, kind of the way that dudes are like, yo, I want a girl that wants to fuck all the time. And then you have that, and you're like, this is hell on earth. You're trying to sleep on a Tuesday night, and your girl's like, I'm ready for round 15. And you're like, I don't have any more blood left. I can't be choking you while Criminal Minds is on in the background. The SVU theme song's playing. Bum, bum. You want a normal girl that's like that sometimes. Nah, you can't go anywhere. You're at a baptism. She's like, fuck me on the baby. It's too much. Driving home. It's like, let me give you road head. It's like, you're driving. This is out of control. My parents are in the back seat with the baby from the baptism. We had to kidnap it. It's evidence now. You want normal relationship sex, 2 or 3 times a week, and one of you's doing it against your will. That's an adult system. And no condoms either. So I'm on the pull-out method. You guys know what that is? You know pull-out method? So pull-out method is when you come in your girl, pull out of her driveway, leave town, start a new life in America. Well, that's the thing, because, you know, girls don't want to hear dudes' problems, so we don't tell you, but like, you know, here's an example. Here's a fucking sick thing about being a girl. You could change your image till you're like 85 years old. You know, you go, maybe I'm cowgirl today, you know? Maybe I'm rock and roll. Dude, when you turn 25, that's how you look till you die. That's the fucking... If you want to wear like a new hat, you need to start prepping that months in advance. What, like you guys here, can I take your stuff? You guys know what I look like, right? Okay, give me your glasses. Wait, you guys know what I look like. Imagine I come out tonight for the first time and I'm like, what's up, we doing comedy? It's Boys Rule, you know what it is? You go, what the fuck? Ryan's wearing a hat now? You can't do that. Dude, I have a buddy who got an earring at 25. We haven't let him hear the end of it still. That's what you fucking... Because you know this guy had to go to the mall, go to Claire's, sit next to some 6-year-old girl. What are you gonna get? I'm getting a sapphire. Think it's gonna hurt? Her dad's there like, can you not talk to my daughter, please? Is that a possibility? Here's another thing that girls wouldn't know. I remember my ex, she goes, you don't know what it's like to be a woman and walk alone at night and feel unsafe. And I'm like, dude, every guy's felt unsafe, but you're right, you would never know that because we would never fucking tell you that. What? No guy's walking home through a dark alley calling his girl like, babe, I'm spooked. Can you Uber me a nightlight? Dude, you could be getting beat up. You're like, actually, things are going better than ever. Those thugs are unsafe because I'm a weapon, so. But I know, listen, I'm a tall guy, so if I'm walking alone behind a girl at night, I'll try to take a fake phone call and say some real pussy-ass shit to let her know I'm not a threat. Yeah. I'll be like, Lena Dunham's such a queen. Like, let her know she's in the presence of a non-threatening man. If Craig wants to fuck my wife, well, that's between Craig and my wife. If you're doing it on my bed, just don't touch the Fauci bobbleheads. And she robs me. I have a buddy, he's been with the same girl his whole life. It's kind of cute. But the thing is, all of his references with women is like this one girl. So we were hanging out the other day and he goes, isn't it kind of weird that sometimes when you're having sex with your girl, they shit a little bit? And we're like, what the fuck? that is just your girl. But I do love the idea of him like walking to the laundromat with shitty sheets like, women, right, boys? Anyone here into some weird sex shit before we go? She's fucking ramped up to tell you right now. She's like, what I like to do is in the morning fuck a half Greek, half Egyptian. And at night I fuck a full Egyptian. This is the weirdest thing I ever had though. So this is, years ago, I was dating this girl in Toronto and she goes, listen, like, my thing during sex is I want you to treat me like I'm a 10-year-old and pretend that I'm 10. And I'm like, if you're gonna be 10, I have to be 10 too. Like, we have to both be 10. Because your fetish can't be that I'm a pedophile. Like, what? You're like, I'm 10, and I'm like, and I'm 55. Yeah, it doesn't work for me. And also, by the way, we're in a condo with like thin walls, right? She'll be like, I just finished grade 6, come fuck me. And I'm like, yo, keep it down. We have neighbors. They're gonna bust down the door with the cops. Like, that's the guy, and I'm like, no, she's 25. And they're like, but she identifies as 10. And that's all that matters within the law. Okay, you guys are the best. Thank you very much. I very, very much appreciate it. And thank you to anyone who shared a video or told a friend who listened to the podcast. It's been very, very cool.